Hey ladies. So I know I did an update very recently, but I wanted to do one today. I mentioned in my last post that I had gotten my BFP and that they were all pretty faint, so that I still had that worry of chemical pregnancy, and I didn't want to get my hopes up too quickly, and I wanted to be super ecstatic, but there was this block in my brain that wasn't allowing me to yet. So my ears having trouble adjusting again, sorry. So this morning I took another test to see if it had darkened, because it had been 48 hours since my first BFP, since I got my first one on 4 days past transfer. So today is the 6 days past transfer. And when I first looked at it, I'm like, that looks, exactly the same as the other one. So I did get a little bit worried that it hadn't darkened yet. So I compared it to the other one, and although, sometimes with the first response, the dye doesn't go on certain parts of the line. Sometimes it just misses it. But it is the slightest bit darker than the other ones. So I'm going to try to focus it in. Oh man, that lighting's horrible. Wait, let's see. It looks a lot lighter in this picture than it is, but the line is definitely still visible there. Yeah. So it's darker than that, but you could see it. So I'm like, okay, well, it's a little bit darker, but I don't know. I mentioned that no other tests were showing up positive yet. Like, I took a clear blue, the non-digital type, and I had taken an internet cheapie, and both of them were negative. So I was like, okay, well, let me take a clear blue, and if it shows up positive, then obviously it's increasing, since clear blue takes more HCG. And it's light, but it's definitely the cross there. So let me try to get this one. Hold on. Oh, see? Right there. There's that pretty little cross. It's light, but it certainly was not there yesterday. There was nothing there yesterday. I tried to make there something, but there wasn't. So it is slowly increasing. And I know at first it just, it does increase very slowly, but at least I know that means I'm going in the right direction. I'm not as concerned about it being a chemical. So a little information for you guys that I've learned from a past pregnancy before, and just a little bit about chemical pregnancies. If you're worried about if the HCG, if the line isn't getting darker, or if you're taking a clear blue digital and it keeps saying not pregnant but you're still getting lines. When I was pregnant before, I had clear blue digitals and I had first response. Even at the point where my first response was super red, as bold as it could get. It seems like a lot of people are saying that the clear blue digital says positive even when it's a super faint line on first response. For me, it was not like that. I found out days before the line was super dark, and I still got the not pregnant for days afterward. The pregnant didn't show up for me for a while. It was probably easily over 100 MIU until it showed up. So if you're getting not pregnant, really don't worry. That's why I didn't even buy the digital, because I knew it was probably going to say that, and that was incorrect. Yeah, clear blue in general, even when it's not digital, takes more. I think it's like 25. I'm not sure how much first response is, but it's a lot lower. What else? Chemical pregnancies. if you do get a faint line, they usually only last, if it's chemical, the HCG will usually only show up on the test for about 2 days until it goes away. Sometimes it will last longer, but it will stay the same, the line, or it will decrease. That's why today, being the 3rd day, when I saw the line being slightly darker, my fears and anxieties about that really decreased. So if you're past 2 days and you're the same or a little bit light or a little bit darker, some women, it takes a long time at the beginning or in general for the HCG to rise. And that doesn't mean that anything's wrong. And I've read that a lot of women, the line never gets darker for them. And they have full-term pregnancies. So, don't fear. Doesn't mean anything's wrong. I mean, it could, but, you're probably okay. But, holy shit, I think I'm pregnant. Now that I'm looking at it. And so then I sat down at my kitchen table where I am right now, and I'm looking at this clear blue, and I'm like, man, okay, for the first time it kind of hit me, all right, December, I could be having a baby or babies. Okay. It got a little bit more real today. I'm still trying not to get too excited because, I have had a miscarriage at 9 weeks before, a little over 9 weeks, so I know that surprises can come. For those of you that have had miscarriages before, we're not, as you know, or as you can expect in the future, we're not blessed with being able to have the same type of pregnancy as most women. That ecstatic, no worries, I'm carrying life, I'm creating life, because, we've experienced it. We know it's more realistic when something can happen. So, I'm feeling so blessed right now. I can't even tell you. I'm so happy. And I hope that everybody's that has been working for this doesn't take offense by it, but I am very cautious, and that's what prevents me from being overly ecstatic, is I am scared. And, I'm acknowledging that I'm scared, and I know that there's really nothing that I can do about it. Just try not to stress, and, what will be, will be. But until I hit that 12-week mark, I think I'm probably going to be walking on eggshells a little bit. And if it wasn't for IVF, my husband and I wouldn't be telling anybody but, our parents and siblings that we got a positive. But, with IVF, it's not, we weren't public with it. We didn't tell a ton of people. I didn't post anything about it on Facebook, nothing, because I don't know what's going to happen. But, we did tell family and extended family and, at least some extended family, a very close-knit family, and close friends. So they will know right away because they'll be asking right away if it worked. So that is automatic people that, we'd have to say something to. So it is a little bit more public than it would have been if it was natural. But given that everything goes perfectly, I'm wondering if it's multiples. Because it showed up at 4 days past. My sister has twins, and I've spent obviously a decent amount of time caring for them as well. So the fact of twins doesn't overwhelm me as much as I'm sure it does for a lot of women. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's easily 10 times more work than one child. It's absolutely insane. But it's, you know, you have 2 arms. I can't imagine triplets. For the egg that splits, I only have 2 arms. So I'm hoping that if anything, I think that if it was more than 2, that my HCG would be higher. But I wanted to give you guys an update for the few that are following me. I know I haven't been a part of the TTC community for very long, and I really haven't talked to very many of you. I haven't been able to get the chance to. So if anybody, you know, needs support or anything, let me know. And I know I haven't been a part of YouTube for a very while, so I'm kind of just getting everything started and the group started. But for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, thank you. I hope that you've been enjoying watching the videos and my journey so far. I also apologize that I very rarely, well actually never, sorry, rarely is not even the correct word, that I never edit my videos and always use my phone. So it's shaky and weird. Maybe one day I'll learn how to use all of it, because I'm very ignorant when it comes to doing all of that. But I hope you guys are doing excellent, and I wanted to give you the good news because I'm feeling much more excited, and I'm feeling much more hopeful, and I'm feeling very grateful. And I hope it works. I hope it works. Hope that I get excellent news on Monday, which is in like 2 days. So, cross your fingers, say big prayers if you can, and, you know, I'll put lots of loving thoughts out to all of you guys, and, you know, baby dust, all that good stuff. So I'll talk to you guys later, probably, unless something interesting happens, I'll talk to you Monday after I get the phone call, which I'll have to wait all day for, and it's going to be horrible. But yeah, talk to you then. Bye.